Hey, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all the above. We are ending the year with talking about our favorite five of 2025. It's games, that is. But unfortunately, not all is good. The industry has been hit with some terrible news, and we're going to get into it. So, all this and more in this episode of Press X Start Gamers Digest. What's up, everyone? I'm your host, CJ, aka Sexy Bad Choices. I am joined by.
John M.F. Ross.
What does the MNF stand for?
I got nothing. Nothing good.
No. Merry Freakmas. All right, now you know who we are. This is Press X Start Gamers Digest, a video game news show that condenses the most important gaming news from this past week to an hour-long meal just for you. The holiday special. You know what it is. All right, we are live on YouTube every week when we can make it, except for next week, because next week we are on break. You're on break. Enjoy the holidays. Happy holidays. But man, doing this is hard.
But taking breaks are easy.
Hey, you know what? You're absolutely right. Don't forget, you can support us by liking this video, subscribing to this channel to keep us going, and then hit the notification bell. If you are listening, we appreciate you leaving us a review on whatever podcast service you're tuned in on. If you want to join the conversations, you can by joining our Discord at pressx2start.com/Discord. Thank you. All right, let us jump in to the gaming news with number one. This is terribly sad. Zampella, the video game director behind Call of Duty, Apex Legends, Titanfall 2, right? Did you do Titanfall?
Possibly. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. But Call of Duty and Apex Legends for sure has been killed in a Ferrari crash. Yeah, this is horrible. This comes to us from NBC News. This is essentially everywhere. But yeah, he was exiting a tunnel and it didn't go well.
He was speeding.
Yes, he was speeding.
DJ is trying to say it nicely.
I am trying to be nice.
Yes. I appreciate all that Vince has done in the gaming world, but rest in peace. But he was driving like a jackass.
Yeah.
I saw the
This
video.
was completely avoidable, and it's terrible. Yeah, man, this sucks. Like, oof.
He came out of a tunnel doing over 100 and understeered into the side of a mountain. That is very unfortunate for him and his passenger. Both of them were killed. He leaves behind 3 children right before Christmas.
Man, that's rough.
Take your time, you guys. Take your time in life.
Yeah, it's not worth speeding. You don't want to end up like this. This is just terrible news. But yeah, he will be missed, whether it be at home or in the industry. He was a remarkable figure. Apex Legends. He was working on High Guard, right? Was that his team?
No. He's working on Battlefield 6.
Oh, yes, that's what he moved off of that. Okay. Yeah.
They brought him back.
So yeah, terrible. Yeah, it's just it's a weird time for something like this to happen because everyone's sort of going on break. So the news of this probably won't be felt until the new year when people are back and the production is going. But yeah, number two, video game physical software and hardware sales just had the worst November in its U.S. history since 1995. This comes to us from IGN by way of Rebecca Valentine. So November 2025 was a shockingly terrible month for video game sales in the U.S. while we traditionally think of November as a huge sales month with the Black Friday and all. November 2025 was the worst November in video game hardware unit sales and the worst in physical software dollar sales in the US since 1995. Now, I want to preface this by saying it's not a bad thing that this was the worst, because this is, I think, and we're gonna kind of get into this
I
later
mean,
on a
it's
little bit with
relative.
it is relative, right? It's a thing of right now the US economy is
Yeah,
being
it's in
attacked.
shambles.
Yes, exactly. So it's like, to see that people are not spending money on this
Mhm.
when there was this big Black Friday like boycott thing happening as well. So it's just like, it's going to be affected. Like this is going to be like, that boycott was pretty big, I believe. So it's going to be effective in
I didn't
different
even know
ways in
people were
different markets.
boycotting Black
Oh,
Friday.
really? Yeah. I was
Granted,
seeing it all
I
over.
didn't do any Black Friday shopping. I boycott every year
Yeah.
just out of having the money, but
Right.
uh, I
So
was the
yeah,
first one to
like, yeah, because
boycott.
we didn't do any Black Friday shopping either. So it is a thing of like, yeah, and then the when it comes to hardware sales, it's
Mm.
always weird to me where it's just like, eventually those numbers are going to drop because
What do you mean the
you're going to hit
numbers?
that saturation point,
Oh,
right?
you mean the sales numbers?
Yeah.
Of course, but this climate is unique in that I believe this is the first generation where console prices went up after release.
That too. That
So you
too.
have console prices going up after release. You have our friend in the White House and his crew just laying off large swaths of people, just like, and then you have
By the way, when he
huh?
says friend, he means friend, but you remove the R in that word. And there you go. Um,
um, yeah, people's spending power is going down.
yeah,
You just had the government shutdown that ended what, early November. People just
yeah,
didn't have money to go buy shit,
exactly.
and they're still
Exactly.
buying things just because I don't know. People, I don't know. It may be an American thing where they just feel like they need to have Christmas. They need to buy things. They need to fill that tree.
Just to go along with the whole buying
Mhm.
things, where there's been a mixed messaging happening with Black Friday sales, and the administration have come out and said that, oh, Black Friday sale, well, news organizations that are affiliated with the administration came out and
Mhm.
said that, oh, Black Friday sales are up. It's done like X number of revenue or whatever, but it
Still can't
is
afford to pay people though, huh?
but not only that, it's twisted though, because it is that a smaller number of people are making those purchases, and those purchases are just more
More expensive.
expensive.
Mhm.
So it's like counteracting each other, and it's just like, come on, this is obviously an issue. But yeah, I guess back to gaming. Like, yes, everything is down. Hardware spending is
Yep.
down. So more specifically, hardware spending was down a whopping 27% year over year to 65 or $695 million, the lowest hardware spending total for November since 2005, which was at $455 million. Even worse, unit sales reached 1.6 million, which is the lowest November total since 1995's 1.4 million. Um, we get into more numbers. Xbox Series hardware continues to do poorly. It's down 70% year over year. PlayStation 5 sales are also down by 40%. The
Which is
combined unit
funny
sales.
though, because
Mhm.
Xbox Series, the Xbox sales is just because nobody really wants it, whereas PS5 sales are gonna go down eventually because, like you said, they've probably reached that saturation point
Yeah. And
or
if
getting
you
close to it.
if you think about it, there was no big exclusive
Mhm.
in November except for Call of Duty.
Exclusive for
And
who?
oh yeah,
Console exclusive?
yeah.
When did Ghost of
There was
Yotei
there
come
was
out?
Yote was in October.
Okay.
So like the biggest game to come, and then Battlefield was all October as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So the biggest game to come out in November, at least from my recollection, was Call of Duty Black Ops 7. And we know how poorly that did. So this seems like
Interestingly enough, I've seen
Mhm.
places where the game is almost 50% off. That is the fastest.
Whoa.
That is the
Whoa.
fastest. I forgot to mention that last week on
Yeah.
on the cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get
That's
Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Um
that's
shit, I feel like it was
crazy.
25 $30 at one point at Costco.
Man. Or you can spend that $25 $30 and buy some food or anything else really and just
Yeah.
not do that.
Yeah, this was on the 14th. It's a week later. I don't know if it's still
Yeah.
no, you can get it for $35 now.
Oh,
That's crazy.
$5 is too much for me,
At
sorry.
Amazon. Yeah, it's $35 at Best Buy, $40 at Amazon.
Dang.
And their takeaway was maybe we shouldn't release back to back Black Ops and Modern Warfare. They'll never learn their lesson. It's okay.
No. We'll see how you guys do next
But
go around.
but going back to the hardware sales, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
You said PS5 was down 40%. Let me see.
Yes.
Combined
Yes.
sales of the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 are down over 10%, despite this being a launch year for the Nintendo Switch 2.
Which I don't think that's that bad. I mean, I'm not, I'm not the penny pusher or whatever, but like combined with the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, it's like Nintendo
Because they
Switch
have
has
very few true exclusives. They just have Mario Kart and
yeah,
Donkey
like
Kong.
like the last exclusive, the last big-ish exclusive to come out for Nintendo Switch 2 was Kirby Air Riders. And
Is Metroid
you
not out
know,
yet?
Metroid out was in December. So that's going to be I guess
Okay, we'll
in
see the numbers from
January
that
so
soon.
forth. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's like November just happened to be the year where or the month where not the big thing which was supposed to be Call of Duty didn't hit. So it feels like this just took a tank for this month. But
Oh,
uh
Metroid
it,
Prime 4 is not a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive.
no, yeah, it's on both. It's on both.
Didn't realize that.
Hmm. Yep. Um But on a more positive news, there's one piece of hardware that's doing okay, and it's not what you expect. The next playground,
NEX.
NEX, okay. The
I mean,
NEX
it's next,
playground,
but so people, because
yeah,
it sounds like next.
right. Okay, the NEX playground. This was the third best-selling piece of video game hardware of November by unit sales, surpassing the Xbox Series X. Crazy. While the more
I
expensive,
contributed to that.
oh, you bought it too.
We have one for the kids. I
Okay,
mean, they played it in the store at Sam's Club. There's
yeah.
one next to you, so y'all could go try it.
That's true. Okay, so actually explain to the crowd and me what this piece of hardware is.
So this is literally a the hell is that damn Connect? It's a camera-based hardware
Yeah.
gameplay system that you just mount, I guess, under the TV, above the TV, wherever,
Yeah.
and it's completely gesture-based.
Oh.
I'm guessing you can manage like the back end as far as like purchases with your phone. So
Yeah.
it probably has like a phone interface as well, or app interface. But you select games by waving your hand, holding one hand up in the air, holding both hands up, side to side, whatever. And it just
Yeah.
has motion based games. And as far as I know, it is 2-player.
That's pretty cool.
So no. It may be more. Let me see. How many? Let's see how many players. Player limit. Looks like 4-player. I wonder what kind of yeah, it's 4-player. So I wonder what kind of software they're running. But they have stuff like Hungry Hippos, Connect 4 Bounce, Move and Munch, Dragon Jumpers. They have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Peppa Pig. It basically uses an AI camera to detect and do things.
I'm confused. Like, where was the marketing campaign for this? Like, did I just? Is this
It's
not my
mainly
algorithm?
on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that I've seen it.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if they have a TV commercial. I'm sure they have
Yeah.
YouTube ads, of course, but
Okay. That makes sense.
where is NEX Playground advertised? I'm curious now.
All right. Well, shout out to NEX Playground. You guys are
Yeah, they're heavily
doing it.
advertised through online retailers like Amazon, Walmart, Target, Sam's Club, tech toy
Yeah.
sites like the Toy Insider, Verge, social media, Instagram ads, TikTok. Yeah, I don't think they paid for any TV ads.
Dang.
Yes, I've definitely seen it on
Yeah.
Instagram. I don't use TikTok.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, shout out. All right. A little addition to this news. Switch to hardware hit by 41% price jump in DRAM. That is DRAM. Yeah.
So
And
they
then
haven't passed on this price increase to the consumer just yet, but I'm sure they will.
And then was that
They're only going to eat that
NAND?
cost, but for so long, they want market share and stuff like this. Not necessarily the hardware hit, but the chip shortage back during the COVID, as well as scalpers. This kind of hamstrung the generation because if the hardware units aren't moving, who are the developers going to target? The larger install base. Why would I limit my games install base by just targeting the new stuff? So
Yep. Yeah. So like I think you are totally on to something with that, and then I would say like we should expect that line of this generation and last generation to just keep blurring.
people are going to feel like they wasted their money buying a Switch 2, possibly. Because it doesn't have any exclusive games. It's going to be hit by the same shit that happened to Xbox Series and PS5.
Yeah. Yep. But that's just where we are in the industry right now. And anything is like, when you say it out loud, it makes total sense because it's just like, well, you need your game to sell so you have that money to make another game, and
or just
with
to
the
please your
install base,
investors.
that too, and it's like that install base of the past generation, and it's just like, well, if we can make a game that works for current generation and past generation, might as well. We'll make a lot more money doing that. So that's what they're doing. All right. Before we jump into Sucker Punch's Sucker Punch, hey, how you doing? Happy holidays. Do us what a holiday cheer, or is that yeah? Hey, just subscribe. What you say?
Happy Hanukkah.
Yes, happy Hanukkah as well. Everyone is accepted. We have that coexist symbol sign thing. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You know what it is. Yes, please subscribe to us. The YouTube channel. You can join. You can subscribe to the podcast. Whatever podcast service you're tuned in on, you can tell a friend. It's the holidays. You're going to be seeing a bunch of people you know or you don't know. Tell them about the podcast. We're going to do the same. We're going to tell them about you. You specifically. Yes. We've been watching you. Anyways. All right. Yes, thank you. Let's get back to the show. Number 3. Sucker Punch Production co-founder Brian Fleming passes the reins to the next chapter of creative leadership. This comes to us from Sucker. Oh, no, Sony Interactive website. Yes. By way of SIE Communications. I forget that they don't put like the author's name or whatever. So, yes, Sucker Punch is changing leadership and it is moving from. What's this guy's name? Where's the. Oh, yes, Brian Fleming. I just said his name. It's moving from Brian Fleming, and it is going to be jointly ran by Jason Connell and Arden Bentley. They have been working. They have already been working in a leadership role, sort of. They've co-directed or co-creative directed the Ghost franchise, which fantastic game. Seems like they have the right direction in mind. I think this is cool. Nate Fox will continue as co-creative director to complete the overall creative leadership team. Interesting. That's cool. But yeah, this is one of those things where it's like, okay, we will see what happens, because this could be a very positive thing for Sucker Punch, or this can be a thing where it's like it's not even felt, because
They have a company culture. They've been there for 25 years. Shouldn't be any major shakeups unless somebody goes drunk with power.
You're not wrong.
Starts threatening people like Bobby Kotick.
Yeah, that's terrible, actually. The laugh that I just did wasn't to laugh with Bobby Kotick. It was a laugh at him because he's a terrible person. Happy holidays. But yes, it is a thing of Sucker Punch is doing great right now. Ghost of Yote is a great game. They already have they already have they have Ghost of Legends coming up, so they're working. They're fine, and I think this is probably usually when you have these like switch in leadership, it is after a success. Or usually after a success, you have this kind of switch, because like, okay, everything is good and I can leave it to these people to take over and not sink the ship that is the studio. Yeah. So yeah, you got anything?
Nah, I just hope they continue doing great work.
Yeah. So actually, here's a question. What do you think they should do next? Do you see another Ghost game, or do you think they're gonna do something different, or even bring back like Infamous?
I never played Infamous.
Yeah,
I only played the Second Son. I didn't play the PS3.
Yeah, with Cole McGrath. Or
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we need to bring back Infamous. I think I think I think Sucker Punch is doing a great job with the Ghost series. If they do something different, I think it should be different and not bring back Infamous. I think we are past the culture.
They kind of did with Naughty Dog and Insomniac did. PS2, they had like a certain mascot thing going on, and then they reinvented and did a whole new thing on PS3, and then PlayStation 4 in the PS5 they kind of switched up, because PS2 was their Sly Cooper era, PS3 was Infamous.
Yep.
And then they came out with Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Maybe. So let me see. They did 3 Sly Cooper games. They did.
Did you play Sly Cooper?
Nah.
Sly Cooper was.
I was never really interested in it.
I was about to say the exact same. Like, Sly Cooper was the like main like high profile PlayStation IP mascot like character that I could just not get into. Like, I tried playing the games, like I don't
played
see the fun. I tried. I tried, and I was like, I don't see the fun in this game. Like, I get what you're doing, and I see the things, but this is not interesting to me. So I don't know if they bring it back. Cool, see how that goes. But I don't think. I mean, PlayStation might be in the spot where they could do something like that, make like a smaller
Yeah.
version. Yes. So yeah. Well, we already know what Sucker Punch next move is going to be, but after Legends, we'll see what they do. Going forward. Number 4. Reports claim Naughty Dog recently ordered employees take on mandatory overtime. Oh, I got a cough. Can you think this?
Mandatory overtime. All right, let me see. GamesIndustry.biz. This is coming from Vicky Blake. Report claims Naughty Dog recently orders employees to take on mandatory overtime. Staff were asked to work an additional 8 hours a week up to a maximum of 60 hours. I don't know where this falls in the line of crunch.
So,
what is that? Let me see. 20 hours.
So, okay.
4 hours a day.
People are up at arms because Naughty Dog had came out and said that they were not going to crunch or whatever. They're going to try the best not to crunch.
Yeah.
But the reason why this is happening is because they are basically working up a demo to show Sony for Intergalactic. I'm assuming this is sort of like a milestone demo to show like this is where we are.
Hold on. Because I read further into it.
Okay.
An extra 8 hours a week. I don't think they're working 40 hours. It says that developers were also instructed to come into the office to work 5 days a week, up from 3, disrupting their usual child and animal care routines. But management has told employees that this will return to 3 days a week for January. So
I think it's 3 days in the office.
I hope that's what it is.
Yeah. So they have to just come into the office for 5 days a week versus 3 days a week. But it is a thing of like, I understand why gaming media is up in arms about this because it's like, oh, they said they weren't going to crunch. Now
we
they're
just
crunching.
had
Like,
this
oh,
talk.
No. Yeah, but it's at the same time, it's like, okay, guys, but they have to. They're crunching now so they can hit the milestone. They hit the demo milestone to show the Sony to make sure Intergalactic Game gets like funding for the next phase. Like,
yeah. Like where they slow walking and it's like, all right, y'all are bullshitting. Let's pick up the pace here. We gotta. There's not enough info, I think.
Exactly, and I think that's what it is. Where it's just like, this is another side of the industry that is pretty like guarded, where we don't really know or understand like how those timelines are set, how the milestones work, and it's just like, this is at least from my knowledge, like this is not unusual where the studio has to crunch to get this demo to a place where it is presentable. And it's just like, that's what they have to do. Like, bugs happen, things get pushed back, but you still have that milestone you have to hit. And if things are pushed back and you have that milestone, you're going to crunch to hit that milestone. But I don't know. Crunching is never great. And it does suck that this is happening around the holidays. So it's just like those people probably.
Yeah. It says this overtime period was an attempt to get the production back on track after several missed deadlines.
Yeah. Okay.
They've probably been slow walking and bullshitting. Yeah. I don't know. We don't have enough information from what we're reading.
Yeah, exactly. But, it sucks. Hopefully things get squared away and they are, they don't have to do this more often, or this becomes a regular thing. Because I believe Intergalactic's not even supposed to come out 2027. It's not coming out next year. So
I saw something about December.
Oh. Well then maybe. Well, yeah, Good luck, guys and gals and they thems. Good luck. Um, Number 5. Zoë Quinn and multiple game writers come forward about Larian's hiring practices. Unpaid writing tests you have to make playable. News. This comes to us from ResetEra. So some things have been going on with Larian Studios. If you don't know, Larian Studios are the creators of Baldur's Gate 3, the game that won Game of the Year last year, and um the what the head person of the studio um came to the Game Awards last year in a suit of armor, and he had this whole speech about supporting the staff and the writers and the and creatives and all this stuff. And essentially, there was an interview that took place very recent, and he talked about using generative AI for the concept artists,
Hmm.
and that essentially opened up the floodgates for, like, I don't want to say dogpiling on Larian Studios, because I wouldn't say that's what this is. I think that allowed for the people who were negatively affected by the studio to actually come out and start saying stuff. And we're getting that stuff now. So the Gen AI stuff is separate from this stuff that is happening with the whole like hiring process. The Gen AI stuff, as a artist, I have feelings about it. And my feelings, okay, so basically what was said was that the uh I almost called him Vince Zampella. Um uh, where is the name of this guy? Okay, I'm just gonna say Larry CEO because I don't remember his name.
Hmm.
Um, he came out and he was basically saying that the concept artists use Gen AI to brainstorm ideas, and then they just kind of take that and you know do whatever with it. And people are upset because Gen AI, scrapes other artists' stuff, and it's kind of like ignoring copyright law and all that stuff. My my rebuttal to that is that whenever any artist is looking for stuff online,
They also look for inspiration.
yeah, like you're
It,
not
AI is
you're
a
not taking
fine
copy.
line that we have not figured out yet because
Exactly, and
people look at other things.
that's what it is. It is the thing of like, because like
Like you
even
look at dogs and horses to learn how to draw dogs and horses, and it's kind of what AI did. It's a weird fine line, and I get why people are upset. We're at a
yes, yeah, mind you, I
turning
do
point
want to
here.
say that I I don't like Gen AI where it's at right now. I think it is a problem in terms of how the information is gathered. I think it is a problem in terms of how it's being used, and the fact that the administration is trying to do away with any kind of AI guideline laws.
Hmm.
And that's a big problem. That part I understand. I'm just talking about the actual process of finding inspiration and like how that happens, and how right click save image is just taking stuff offline and putting it on your desktop, and you take that image and you do whatever you want with that image. But then when it comes to actually creating the final piece, you don't use that actual image. And it's like, it seems like that's what these artists are doing. But it's the fact that Gen AI was said, and that is a trigger for a lot of people. And it's
I
just
think
like,
less people care about it on the consumer side than people actually make it out to be.
yeah, no, you're right. Like it is a thing of like the vocal minority is very loud about it, and it's like, to a point the vocal minority is right about this, and it's just like, yeah, this is a problem and this will be a problem. But as you said, most people don't care about it, because when they interact with it, they interact with it in a like
Don't
comedic sort
care
of
or
way.
probably don't even know. Probably will
That
never
too.
interact with it.
That too. That too. So yeah, that's that. So this hiring practice stuff is different in that the
I
hiring
think it's
practice.
only different in that we're hearing about it from video game industry because people doing hiring and asking people to do unpaid work as a part of the hiring process is not new.
It's not new.
I've
It's not
seen
new.
instances where people have a prospective employee create a whole PowerPoint, you know, detailing a project, and then they'll just take that and present that as their
Yeah.
own.
Like, hey, I had an interview where I had to create a whole uh social media social media assets
Yeah.
from Instagram, Twitter slash X to like Facebook to a like 8.5 by 11 flyer. Like, I'm not gonna say no. Like, you have to do it if you want to get the job. So it's just like, yeah, that stuff is unpaid, but like that is part of the interviewing practice. But
Can't you watermark it in such a way?
yeah, of course you can. Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Did I do that? I was kind of in a rush. But yeah, like you could for sure watermark that stuff. Like, I mean, it is a thing of it just all depends on how the employer uses that information, because they can be, trustworthy and be like, okay, well, cool, thanks for that. And if the person doesn't get hired, they just toss the stuff away or do whatever and don't use that content. Or they could be nefarious and use that content anyways. But yeah, it's still, I don't know. What's your what's your thoughts?
Um, I think I got nothing here because I don't have a dog in this fight necessarily. I
Yeah,
understand the frustration, but
I do too.
Larian isn't the only people doing this.
Yeah, and yeah.
It's just gonna become the norm. Uh,
I mean, it is already the norm, unfortunately. Like that happens a lot in different industries,
I would
especially
say I'm surprised
but
that they're actually having actual job interviews for an actual job because we also have the ghost job issue
hmm
going around. Companies are just posting jobs to look like they have growth.
yeah. Yeah, but this this is also wrapped around the fact that they had the Divinity trailer out for Game Awards, and that has been divisive, and some
Mhm.
people find that trailer too gory. So it's
Oof.
just put that trailer just put a spotlight on them, and then all this stuff was just shining through that spotlight. So that's where we are right now with that. But where we are right now in this cast is the quick hits with number 6. Sony's legal battle against Tencent's Horizon clone is already over. It comes from The Verge. And the result is that Light of Motrium is no longer on Steam or Epic Games.
Ultram.
Ultram? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Is it forgettable? Maybe. But yes, it's no longer there. What will Tencent do now? We don't know. They'll probably just do some
I
stuff.
think they're just gonna market it and sell it in China. I mean, they have enough potential
You're not
user
wrong.
base
You're not
and
wrong.
make
That's
it
actually a
without
really good
us.
point. Yeah.
And I'm curious to play it. I will get a Chinese copy. Hopefully, somebody
Yeah.
will, make an English patch.
True.
Yeah, they're just not allowed to market it outside of China, as far as I know, or from what I've seen on the streets.
Oh. Okay.
Uh, this is
All
a
right. Well.
short. This is a short ruling. Um, Pursuant to federal rule of civil procedure, blah blah blah, and the confidential settlement of all parties, plaintiffs Sony and defendants Tencent, um, by and through their undersigned counsel of record, hereby stipulate as follows: All pending motions are withdrawn, and this action is hereby dismissed with prejudice. All parties shall bear their own fees and costs. So
Hmm.
we don't know what was said in court, but I'm
Yeah.
willing to bet this game already looked like it was ready to go. They're
Hmm.
not just gonna abandon it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, speaking about things that are ready to go, not really. Anyways, number 7. Bethesda reportedly held a secret Starfield event to showcase an upcoming update that will add faster loading times and technical improvements to the creation engine, along with a PS5 port that will be announced in 2026. Also, Switch 2 report as well. That comes from Tech Radar. Cool. Cool. We thought that was gonna happen this year. It didn't. Guess it's gonna happen next year. Um, I don't I don't I'm gonna be very even keel with this
Hmm.
and say this is cool for the people who are still looking forward to this game. I am not one of those people. I I really am interested to see how this does when it comes to PlayStation and what the adoption rate for this game is on
I'll
PS5
play it when it
because
comes to PlayStation Plus Pass.
there you go. There you go. I don't even think I will. Like, but yeah, cool, cool. All right. Uh let us jump into what we've been playing.
Mm.
Sean, what have you been playing?
More Battlefield 6. I'm just trying to do the challenges. I think the last challenge that I completed was getting 3 headshots on the recon sniper class.
Okay.
Getting 3 headshots over 125 meters in one match.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
That was a pain in the ass.
I
I
would
kept
imagine
on
so.
dying. I didn't realize it was all in one match for a while at first until I
Oh.
read it,
Yeah.
and I kept on jumping in matches, and then
Do
there
it and
wasn't
leave
enough
again.
distance.
Uh,
It might be like 100-meter map, for ideal shooting or whatever. So I had to wait till I got a
yeah.
good map.
Dang.
Finally did it. Got my last headshot and then died.
Oh no.
But I mean,
No.
I'm having fun with this game.
Yeah,
Uh,
that is for sure.
throwing C4 tanks and doing all types of wild stuff.
Yeah.
You find your own fun in Battlefield.
Yeah. 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 Um, I'll go ahead and just go ahead. Also playing Battlefield 6. I've started doing some of the challenges to unlock the guns. Like
Hmm.
I was doing the sniper rifle challenge to get the mini scout sniper rifle.
Yeah.
I've
So you want
been
to
I've
snipe in the
been
game?
yeah, yeah. I've been playing around with that and like playing around with the DMRs to
Do you
like
know the rangefinder trick?
yeah. Well, I have my rangefinder button set to my hold breath button.
Same. Okay.
Going,
Yeah, you're doing the
okay,
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Got it. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So I've been the thing is like because I only again I have the free version of Battlefield 6, so I have Gauntlet mode and I have the Battle Royale mode. So whenever I get the custom crate and Battle Royale mode, then I get my sniper rifle and I start doing the stuff. But for Gauntlet,
Man,
it's
if you
just
don't
like
buy the damn game.
eventually I probably I don't know, probably maybe December. I don't know, maybe
Stop
at the end
playing
of
your
the
free Chinese 4 game.
what I'm gonna talk about that game because I feel like I might be at the end game for that thing because I'm having issues with that game now. But yeah, Battlefield 6, I am enjoying that game. I'm still having fun. I still pick it up, play it. It is my new Call of Duty essentially. Like that's where it is right
Do you feel
now.
like the progression in Call of Duty to unlock shit, you're pretty much just leveling up unless you pay for it.
Yeah.
Battlefield, you actually have to do tasks to get certain things.
Yeah.
How does that gel with you?
I I like it. I think the my only issue with it is just the fact that I'm playing the free version and I can't just play like a like breakthrough or like conquest where like it is just a normal match kind of thing. Like I'm having to do these like gauntlet like mission type stuff, and I'm just trying to adapt the
You're trying to
weapon that I'm
slow down and figure
using.
out the game, and this is basically
Yeah,
a come on,
I mean
go, 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 go.
it's not. Yeah, I mean it's not even like figuring like slow down and figure out the game because I figured it out. But it's just like okay, can I use the sniper rifle in this mission
Mode.
mode right now? And it's
Yeah.
like, no, but I'm gonna try anyways, try to get these like missions done. So it's just been like stuff like that I'm just like, whatever, I'm just working around. But overall, like I'm fine with the leveling up. I think I prefer it being like these kind of like challenge structures where it's like you're doing something a little different and you like have to
Mhm.
pay attention to what you're doing in order to
Versus
level yourself
just
up.
get to this level, this unlocks. Get to this level, this
Exactly,
unlocks.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, where wins meet. I enjoyed that game up until I got to the main city. This is like the big city in the game. And I'm playing on PlayStation 5. Yes, there's performance issues on PS5, but there are capital P performance issues on PS5 once you get to this city. It is a mess. Like I
Mm.
was walking through the city, I saw a chest. I ran over to the chest. The chest was floating in the air because the pavilion thing did not load yet. And I'm like, what is what are we doing? Why is the thing? And it's not like that's just the one thing that happened in my like 2 or 3 hours of play. That is like the fifth thing that is taking a second to load in like a span of, I don't know, 10 minutes. And it's just like, oh, this is this is bad now. Like there was a cutscene that was dope
Mm.
running at 20 frames per second. And I was like, what are we doing? Like, why is this happening? Again, there are performance issues on PS5. This game was made for for PC first and then ported to PlayStation. And it's like that's the experience that I'm getting. The game is free to play. I have been playing it free to play and it is fine for that. Um the online mode is hampered by latency, and this is a skill based third person hack and slash where there's parries, there are dodges, there are blocks, and lag kills all that stuff. So it's bearable online, but again, this is a thing of, man, this is really starting to drag. And then on top of that, I actually switched back to English audio because I
Mhm.
saw somewhere online where people were doing English audio and it sounded pretty good. Um, it's fine. Again, this is not not great. Um, it's not great. So I'm slowly like weaning myself off of it. I would play it here and there to like do some stuff. Like I would see stuff online, like, oh, that's cool. Let me try that. And it's like, oh yeah, I gotta do all this stuff to level up to get them. It's like, ugh. But the game that I did play, I do want to talk about, is Returnal.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that on the cast or was it when I was at your house?
A little bit of both.
Okay, yes, yes. So yes, Sean said, "Hey, you should play Returnal." And I said, "Yeah, okay, I will." That was months ago, almost years ago.
I think last
And then he
time you
said,
said you were excited for Soros, and I said Returnal is damn near the same thing. It just looks
"Yes,
like they added
yes,
an active shield.
yes." So I downloaded Returnal. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna give this a shot." Tried it. I enjoyed my time with it. It was a thing of I jumped in and just started playing, no guides or anything. So I was picking up stuff. I was looking at things. I was like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this color thing means. I was just picking stuff up and just playing and like just kind of getting a sense of everything. Um, I I think what was it? Because I the first thing I picked up was the little thing that goes in the back of your neck. And
Yeah.
I was like, why is this lady just picking up random stuff and putting it on her body? Like, what do you do? What are you
Yeah,
doing? And then the
those are the
parasite.
upgrades. Those are the permanent upgrades that you get
Yes.
that persist across death.
Yeah. And then the parasite on the arm, I was like, yo,
Get
you
the
just
fuck off of me.
all right, lady. You just wild. Like, what's happening? So oh, what was it? The one little bed thing that you get on and it takes some of your life to like give you an item or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't read that properly. And I was like, oh, is this supposed to heal me? I got in the bed. It took
No,
my life. I was like, wait a minute. What
green
am I
stuff, I
doing? Why
think.
is this?
It's been a while since I played it. The game is a lot of risk versus reward.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah, it is. But once I got in the rhythm of the shooting and the dodging, and then like realizing that there is like a soft lock on,
Mhm.
because like when I had the pistol, I was ADSing all the time to shoot, and then I got the the alt fire for the pistol, and it was
Yeah.
shooting the alt fire as I was shooting. I was like, oh, okay, I understand what I'm doing wrong here. So like, I fixed myself with that. Um, the first like I want to say it's the skill check boss where like you fall in a pit and it's like, oh, you got to
That's
fight this boss, but I guess you're
that's
supposed to
Frike or
die.
Strike or something like that.
Yeah, not the end boss, but like the like I don't know what it was called. Anyways, I fought it
Oh.
and I beat it, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. I'm doing some stuff now. And then like I ended up dying to like some other small boss. I was like, oh, I won't talk about that, but I didn't have to talk about it. But yeah, I'm in the second level now. I haven't gone back to it because I've just been really playing Battlefield 6 and suffering through Where With Me at this point. But yeah, I plan on going back to it and playing it. But yeah, I'm having a good time with it. I'm having a good time with it. So yeah, I will most likely, hopefully, have that beat before Sorrows comes out. So I'll be in the loop. But
The more and more you play it, the more the story is revealed.
yeah. Oh, I got the key to the house. Like I got the
Mm.
melee weapon. I got the parasite. I got the thing in the back. I think I got something else, but I wasn't sure what it did. It's like, okay, I don't know. But yeah. So let me ask you a question. Is there I know there's a grappling hook in this game or in that
Mhm.
game. Is there a double jump in that game?
I don't I don't remember.
No? Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because it
I
like
don't
I
think there is. Let me see.
no,
Double
okay.
jump?
It just it I just it just felt like it just I would love for there to be a double jump for that game. But you know, that's me. I just wanted more control. I'm in the air.
I mean, when you're in the air, you should be able to dash, and I think you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
dash twice. That's about it.
Yeah. Oh, there's a second dash you can get.
It's been so long.
Yeah, okay, that's true. It's actually interesting because when I got the game, I was like, oh, this came out in 2021. I was like, yeah, it did. Dang, I didn't realize it was that long ago. That's crazy. That's 4 years ago. But yeah, okay. That is it for the games we've been playing. Before we end the year of podcasting with this episode, I said that weird. We're going to talk about our favorite 5 of 2025. That is our top 5 games of 2025. I'm already been talking, so I will go first and say my number 1 is, of course, Expedition 33. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I think at this point, I've already said enough, almost too much about that game.
Yeah.
You already know why I enjoy it. Sean, what? Go
This
ahead
is
and
also on my list. Yes. The more I played it, I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh, that's gonna hit when it when they made the movie of it.
yeah.
Oh shit, Dre, come look at this. Like, yeah,
Yes. I remember
I
I
was, I
sat
was,
down. Good.
I was, oh my godding throughout the whole game.
Yeah, man. Like I sat down and I tried to explain it to Shuri, and she was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You know what? I don't even know. Like, I'm trying my best, but like, It doesn't make sense, but it does make sense. It's so
No
crazy.
one knows.
Yeah, man, but that game is just a masterpiece. Like that is one of the games of this generation, and it came out of nowhere essentially. Like shout out to Sandfall Interactive, shout out to Kepler.
You know, it's funny
Kepler
when they first revealed it, I was like, "Oh no,
Yeah,
maybe."
yeah, yeah. I'm totally with you on that. I was just like, I'll give it a try, but seems kind of weird. Like, sure. And look at that, it won us over.
Look
All
at
right,
us.
so
Would
you
have
can go
thought.
next with another game.
Um, I'm gonna read all our common stuff. So Ghost of Yote.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Ghost of
That's my
Yote
number.
was solid. I believe I like the story better than or maybe they were on par.
Yeah, I
The only
I
difference is
like.
that you had different weapons instead of different stances, but they
Yeah,
streamlined a lot of the side missions and side stuff, so it didn't feel as much of a chore as I guess it did in
Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Did you prefer the stances or the weapons?
I think the weapons were easier to understand.
Yeah, yeah,
This, rock, paper, scissors. With the stances, I kind of probably just stayed in my favorite thing and just
yeah,
flailed away
yeah,
because eventually
yeah.
it would break through.
Yeah, I preferred the weapons over the stances just for this actually like a similar reason where I just felt like I think the stances were cool and they were,
Mm,
I guess, essentially like flashy, but it was a little harder to decode than like, okay, this person has Odachi, like, okay, I know what to do here, or this person has the kunai with chain or whatever.
yeah.
So it's like, yeah, okay, but yeah, I also yeah, Ghost of Yote is my number two, and freaking love that game. Atsu is like one of my favorite characters. Like I even follow Erika Ishii, who is the voice actor and
Mhm.
face uh, person for that character.
A little fun
Um,
fact: she requested that the developers make her butt bigger during the
yeah.
hot spring scenes,
So
but
yeah.
they declined to oblige her. We were robbed.
Oh yes, yes, for sure. Um, and then as I said earlier, we're gonna get Ghost of Yote Legends or or
Yeah, we'll
whatever
get
it's
into
called.
that. We'll get into that.
Yes, yes. So that's coming too. So I cannot wait for that. I actually I still plan on doing the new game plus of
Mhm.
Ghost of Yote. Still plan on jumping into that. I just haven't gotten into it yet. Okay, I'll also read a similar one. Battlefield 6, we both got that on our list. Um we just talked about that. That game is fantastic. It is a lot of fun. It is a game where you can sweat it out or you can just be casual about it and just help people, and
Like like
both are fun.
in Call of Duty, when you're camping, or when somebody's camping and they keep on getting you. I don't know if you had the same mentality where you're gonna keep on coming at them until you get them.
Yeah.
Um, in Battlefield, you have many attack vectors where you can try to get them back the normal way, or you could just take down the damn building on top of them. You could go take a tank,
Yes.
bring a chopper on top of them, drive a ATV with C4 in their general direction. Like
Yes, yeah.
it's just a little bit more pleasing. I think yesterday I was playing and I was trying to get my headshots, and I
Hmm.
noticed there's a guy on top of our building, but nobody can see him.
Hmm.
And I think I took my drone and flew it up there, highlighted him, trying to snipe him. How did I get up there? I think I jumped out of somebody's chopper to land on him, but somebody else had the same idea, so they killed him before I could kill him. It's
Oh, that's
just
awesome. Yeah,
it's
like
just a lot of fun if
I
you're paying attention.
yeah, oh, absolutely. Like I forget that like the whole destructibility thing is just a thing that happens in that game.
Hmm.
And like playing gauntlet mode, like there, like some of the missions is like you have to hold a point for X number of seconds or time or whatever, and then you get points from holding the point. And I was just in a bathroom, just like chilling, holding this point, and then it had the little circle artillery strike or whatever. I'm like, all right, whatever, we should be fine. It blew the roof off, and I was like, oh no, I'm not fine. I forgot about that. Forgot about that completely. Like, oh no. And it's just like that element to the game just makes everything more dynamic, and also like in a way evens the playing field, in that like
Yeah.
yeah, that cool cover you had is no longer cover. What are you gonna do now? And it's like, oh, there's a tank outside. Oh lord. So yeah, absolutely. Battlefield 6 is awesome. Your go?
Um,
The
I will
Soviet
say Death Stranding too. I didn't finish it,
Yeah.
but it's still up there. I love all the wacky out there things that Kojima does, and I think I need to get back into that, but because of my limited time to play right now,
Yeah.
I just hop in Battlefield and get in a match to do whatever I can do.
Yeah. Yeah, Death Stranding 2 would be my like number 6 out of like
Honorable
my
mention,
5.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But my number 4 is Dispatch. I absolutely loved most of that game. The dispatching part was probably my like least favorite thing, but
Yeah.
I think
Just because it
everything
was so
else,
unclear what they wanted from you.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Like I think everything else was just awesome, and I also plan on going back and playing that. But it is a thing of like I have to wait until London is down, because I don't want to, like, the first scene is the radioactive dong on the screen. Like, you know what? I just don't want her to ask questions. Like, you know what? So yeah, but eventually I plan on getting back in that game. But yeah, I absolutely love that game. I went with Sonar. My first run, I'll be going with Lady Batman girl. I
Coop.
forget her name. What's her name? Coop? Oh, Coop.
Coop.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. So that's my number 4 for sure. How about you? Your last one.
My poor baby that suffered from recency bias, like a dragon, pirate yakuza in Hawaii.
Yeah.
RGG knows how to spin a web of weave of lies, tales, whatever you want to call it. Their drama is top notch, male soap opera,
Mm.
and I'm waiting to see what they do after Kiwami 3. Dark Ties, which is coming out with Kiwami 3, is a new story. We'll see where they go.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. And then yeah, my
Ooh,
last
they
one.
still got a stranger in a whatever the hell game too.
Oh, it's Strangers in Heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the hell is that coming out?
If
Anyway,
Kwame 3 is coming out next year, Stranger, I mean, it could be a like later in the year kind of thing, or it'll probably 2027.
it says Sega's reports suggest it won't launch until after March 2027. That sucks.
Oh damn. Okay. Yeah. That's a
So I
while.
guess Kiwami 3 and Dark Ties is our 26th game. That's fair. They're releasing something every year.
Yeah.
I just want it now.
Of course. All right. So yeah, my number 5 is Monster Hunter Wilds. That I don't even want to say it's recency bias, because like it was the thing of like, oh, this game is great in the what, January, February, March
Mhm.
era of this year. But as time went on, as games came out, that just got pushed further and further down. And it's just like I really enjoyed my time with that game. I thought the wilds part of the system of the game was really cool. I think they did a lot of new things that appealed to me. I like the fact that they streamlined a bunch of stuff to make it um more user friendly, more first time comer friendly. But
Yeah.
I also do agree with like a lot of the veteran players saying like the game is just too easy. Like that I definitely felt that like in the end game was just like, man, I'm just rolling through these monsters just to get these parts to level up my armor, to continue rolling through these monsters. It's just like, okay, this loop doesn't have that same challenge that it had before, like playing the actual story. So that's what kind of like pushed me away from it. But I still had a great time with that game, and that was my number 5. All right. That is our favorite 5 of 2025. And this is it for Press X Start Gamers Digest for 2025. We hope you enjoyed this fun ride of us talking about these games and talking about the industry as a whole, doing good stuff and bad stuff, and then like AI stuff, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah, so we hope you enjoyed us talking about games for this year, and we hope that you will continue to enjoy us talking about games as we come back next year. That is January 2026. We will be talking about games we are excited for 2026. We'll be talking about all the things we did between now and 2026. Like, is that far away? It's just like 2 weeks or whatever. 2 weeks. Jesus, it's not long at all, actually. Yeah, and I'm still playing Gundam, so maybe I'll talk about Gundam more
Man,
back
you
in
don't let that shit go.
2026. I really should, but I just can't. It's almost like it's.
And DJ won the fantasy league by about
yes,
20 points.
yes, I'm the winner. The winner. Celebrate me, everybody. Celebrate me. You can celebrate us, me, by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, hit the notification bell. Say congratulate me on the comments below. I appreciate it. We'll be back next year with another fantasy league, and of course we'll do that. Well, hopefully we'll get more people. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. I think that's it. I think we've said all the things we need to say. You got anything else you want to say?
Nope. Later, y'all.
Nope. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Take care. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. All the above. Coexist. And keep existing. Obey the speed limit, please. We don't need any more of the sad industry stuff. Yeah. So you guys take care. Peace. Love. Be safe. Play games. Enjoy your family, your friends. Eat food. And wash your hands because COVID's still out there. Yeah. All right. Bye.